And welcome back, everybody, to the playoffs of the Straits Championship, brought to you by Global ROGS and Moon Twins E Project. My name is the Fatal Five-Way. This is Matthew Chan.
Hello.
What a day it has been already.
Half a day gone, half a day to go, but now we are into the elimination match, and something that we didn't expect. PSG Rrq going up against Saints Reborn.
This is very nerve-wracking.
Tournament or playoffs indeed, and there you go. Straight away. That's your complete bracket. 2 O's all the way. Onic Esports 2-0 Saints Reborn. Capcorn over PSG Rrq. Team Fallen dropping out against Bigetron Singapore, and Evos 2-0 RRQ as we just saw. Now entering the lower brackets, the first one we're going to bring out is Saints Reborn and PSG Rrq. And after that, we have Team Fallen against RSG.
And this is going to be an exciting game. Let's go straight into the game. Let's bring what the people want to see.
Saints Reborn against PSG Rrq. PSG Rrq will be on the blue side, and Saints Reborn will be on the red side.
Well, I'm expecting to see a lot here. It looks like Selena's going to be the first man coming in from PSG Rrq.
Still no cross-country play yet. That's the main thing. So they're just going to play according to their own meta, and they understand that, okay, this is what I need to do, this is what my country mates like to play.
Yeah, I think overall, we're expecting the same sort of bans, even from the earlier upper bracket today, but so far, Arif being banned out. Helbert also.
Is pretty good at that hero, you know.
Pretty good.
I would say, you know, not too shabby on the hero.
Not too shabby at all, but I think they could open up the gates a little bit more if they wanted to. Let's just see whether Saints. Damn, not too sure. Taking the time to control. Yep, they're gonna open up the vault.
Once again, it's there. There to pick up Kimmy and Blue Nox at the same rotation.
It's going to happen again where it's just going to be like, hey, we're going to have quite a bit of damage. You also got quite a bit of damage, but I scale when I eventually lock in Aldea. So I'm expecting that to eventually pop up sooner or later here. But let's see how Saints Reborn really play this draft out. Because they could lock in, but then they'll be lacking in the tank pit. And that's when you really question if it's worth it.
Oh, yep, I thought about that. They're using a lot of both tanks. And I think they're going to be Saints. You might want to log in the Kimmy and...
Yeah, I think that would be really, really good from their side. Oh,
they go take. Oh, so they get the dare and they go for it.
Is picking.
Okay, okay. Then how do you proceed with the draft here? Aldeus instantaneously? Ah, yes, you don't get a banned out. Yep, that would be pretty good. And then you still have a plethora of mage picks to go by.
Oh, Claude works out. I remember Zoe Bit played a really good Kagura today. Let's see what they can kind of replicate that one straight away. Higher ban. They don't want all those, you know, random split pushes. They want those team fights. Saints Reborn, they should be banning out the Minotaur here. Maybe the Lolita, but I think the Minotaur is more prominent.
Yeah, I think the Minotaur is going to be more prominent here.
Unless
it's going to be like how the Singaporean meta has been, they eventually pick Belleric at some point in time. But I don't think in this situation it's going to be as good.
No, I think Belleric is perfect against Saints Reborn. They have a Claude.
Oh no, I'm saying more things from the inside. But yeah, I do think it's going to be especially since he hasn't
God damn it! I will fucking kill you!
Harley would go well. It's happening all over again. But yeah, I mean, I've talked about this sometimes as a joke and sometimes really seriously. Getting these picks with Franco is going to be
nope.
As well as the real board. Oh boy. Oh boy, what does this draft become? What has this draft become?
I don't know. They have a lot of pick potential.
That's... Don't do this to me.
Okay, that's the Kagura.
I mean, they can team fight here, and I think when it really comes down to it, they're going to be looking to like pick off as many people, blindly picking them off as far away as possible with Franco. If not, why else would you pick it? Because he picks people off, locks them down, and gives a very clear window for them to either start a fight or to just immediately lock it
I
down.
have no idea. I don't know what to expect from this.
I mean, I'm actually so baffled by it. I mean, they scale, but they have utility.
Oh, that's so okay.
Oh,
Okay.
thank goodness.
That makes a little.
Thank goodness.
There is a bug that happened. They will be remaking the game. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm actually quite glad.
Yeah, I was not sure how that was going to play
I was
out.
like, I don't, maybe Franco. Yeah, no, nah.
No, it really isn't. He doesn't really scale at all. He's only good at just one thing. And if he's denied that, it's just impossible to play.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there really is nothing past that. But honestly, so far, based off what PSG RRQ's lineup so far, I'm assuming they didn't get hit by the the bug.
They played. I think they picked seriously. And to me, I personally think that PSG RRQ has a really solid lineup.
Including the Mincetar as well,
Yeah.
even though they did have the Akai.
No, so this Mincetar, I think it's sort of like locking down the Claude more often than not, because Claude better mirror image, you pop your ultimate, he's basically trapped.
I guess they're assuming they can lock him down faster than Akai can knock them out. Because I did feel it was like a little interesting because like once you have the Akai pick, your Midstar isn't as effective as you want it to be. You drop down that ultimate, he just knocks everybody out of it. It's like, oh, I've wasted space, and the fight has to reset and 2 ultimates are down.
I guess, one ultimate can use to be engaging, and the other one can be used to peel, right? Like, you can use the Midstar ultimate to go, hey, going for fight, and then the Archive can be like, oh, whoever jumps into my carries, I'm going to use the ultimate to just blow them away.
True. But I think overall, this competition, Kimmy has really just been devastating people all across the board. I think people have really gotten to come to terms with how she should be played and the way that she should be played. You can really see a difference from now compared to in the group stages where it was kind of like, oh, hey, this really cool new pick that's really broken. And so far, people have figured it out and they're playing her at a high level.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, we saw So, right? That last series was just insane. But coming into it, I just want to see how, Saints Reborn will retaliate. They played a really good early game, but can they transition into a better mid game?
I think that was the initial problem with their first round in the upper bracket.
I mean, against Onic, they had a really strong start. Both teams really strong start, but just could not transition into a great mid game.
We'll just have to see. We really just have to see here. I think for the side of Saints, I would like to see them adapt to it. Hopefully they are able to, and if they could, that shows a lot more potential. The ceiling just gets higher.
Yep, I do agree with you in that case. But yes, guys, just want to remind everyone we're facing a bug where the member of Saints Reborn could not pick. That's why he actually defaulted into Franco. It was weird though. His most played hero is Franco. What does that say about him?
They just like cheesing people out of nowhere. Surprise!
What's your most picked hero?
My most picked. I'm not
Is
so
it
sure.
Alice still?
I think it's Hayabusa now.
Oh, are you a ninja?
Yeah.
You like to push people to death?
Yes, it's fun.
At least mine is Claude. I'm a normal player.
Fair point. I just like split pushing. It's fun.
I think I have you like to play PvE, right? Like
no, I like to take
you
care.
like to not communicate with your teammates.
Well, to be fair, at least I have the ultimate. Looks like the draft is ready. Let's actually hold that thought and go straight into it. And we can talk a little bit more about it.
I think we're going to have a remake again.
I'm pretty sure somebody's missing.
Yeah.
I'm fairly confident.
So let's go back to us. Go back to you.
Yeah, I do like using, Shadow Kill to knock people out. It's fun, especially when it's not that difficult to get 4 stacks in Ninjutsu.
Yeah, it's quite true. Do you have the skin Experiment 21?
Nah, man.
Sushi Master?
I don't know. I don't invest in the skin.
How do you call yourself a Hayabusa player?
Because I don't invest in skins. That's what I do, even though they do give you a slight advantage.
That's the thing. Like, it's not about that. It's not about the stats.
I'm trying to be...
It's about making yourself look cool.
Cool, dude. I'm waiting for them to come up with, like, a legendary skin of some sort.
Experiment 21 was a legendary skin?
Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I don't like it.
I think he has one more, right? Which is like his hair just goes...
Yeah.
I forgot what's it called. Project something, I think.
I don't...
I forgot what skin it is. But it's a really nice skin. I remember his hair is like... It looks like Goku.
Fair. I'm looking for like what's that marksman called? The cosmic skin. What's it called again? What's that cosmic skin? The constellation cosmic skin.
Mia, was it?
I don't think it's Mia. I am blanking out on that. The only way you could get it was out of
Irrital.
Irrital, yes. I'm waiting for a skin like that. That is a good looking skin. That is something you'd probably invest in.
Okay, so you're saying that if they come out with skin for
Hayabusa in that sense, yes, take my money.
He'll be throwing like stars.
I get that sounds awesome already.
And then, like,
that sounds so awesome.
His shadows are constellations.
Constellations, if he bounces around. Oh, that'd be so sick. That'd be legit so sick.
It's like, and then his ultimate is just like, you create the constellation that he is. Because like every constellation has like his own their own hero, right?
Yeah.
So like maybe like he comes out Libra, then his ultimate will draw a Libra.
Okay, that one, I'm not so sure. Will it draw a Libra if it's on one person, though?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's always default. Like,
fair enough, but I don't want to like bounce around and then just like the Libra's just going to be like messed up.
What's the easiest constellation?
I don't think you can. Because it's RNG. It really is RNG.
Or the constellation.
So it doesn't matter if it just RNG is just like, bam! Some random constellation.
Straight away, everything.
Honestly, that sounds like an awesome skin, though. Yeah. Quad Shadow would be, oh my gosh, why do we give you these ideas, Moontoon? Come on, Moontoon, make this skin.
What's another good skin to think about?
What? I'm sold on this skin already. Like, I'm done. Like, there is nothing else that I can think of better.
The Marius one was really nice as well.
Oh, yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, I really like the Usher already.
That looks cool. That looks really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. The one thing Moontoon does really well is creating some, like, really dank skins.
What's your favorite skin?
The Irtha one, obviously.
Really?
Yeah, I really like that one. It's really nice. The only problem is it's so freaking difficult to get.
Hey, money solves everything.
If you invest enough, you'll get it. I don't know how many people... I've seen so many posts of how many people spend, like, so much money to get that skin.
I don't think that's a topic you want to dive into.
It frustrates me because that means I have to invest almost the same, or if I just luck out.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's like every time you throw a diamond, they give like 1 to 5, right? 1 to 5.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. But I want that skin.
Talking about money, let's look at what the players or what are the teams playing for in the Straits Championship. Look at that. That would give you a lot of skins.
Oh yeah, these teams are gonna make some serious bank here, and I mean this lower bracket is gonna determine 7th and 8th place. They're easily gonna get 1,000 off the bat, but everyone's gunning for that 5,000 SGD.
Yeah, but everyone at Lisa will bank back 1,000 SGD already. So
oh yeah,
it's not
absolutely.
Too shabby. And I would be happy to take that off their hands. It's Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year. It's the time of giving. I don't think that's the right festival.
I don't think this is a good analogy because I mean they have some of the other than the invited teams, they really have to work their way up the qualifiers.
Are you saying we're not working?
Fair point, but it's not.
You know how our job is. We have to fly across the countries. Look at this. We're flying across Singapore now, and then after that we have to go to Indonesia, and then Malaysia.
Then Malaysia.
Not easy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then East Malaysia as well.
East Malaysia. Go on yachts. Throwback.
Well, so many throwback jokes.
Fly like.
That's
is that how you fly?
What the heck was that? Were you driving a mini car?
flying across the Gardens by the Bay.
All right, I'll give that one.
I have no idea where this is, so don't question.
At this point, it's just the ocean at that point.
All right, we'll go back. We're back into it.
Oh, looks like there's no more bugs. Thank goodness we want games.
It's important that both teams has 5 members.
Yep.
I would say that's a core mechanic.
But that's interesting. Out of all the bugs that have actually happened today, that was the most interesting one.
I mean, at least it's a new bug.
Yeah, at least it's a new bug.
Hey, at least new is always better. It's like that shiny toy, right? Like
Fire Truck 2.0.
This troop is like
3.0.
Like, oh, come on, hero bug. Ugh, so old-fashioned. Now 4v5 bug. Ooh. What is it? Is it Kanye West?
Your team is picking.
It's like the no, and then like the yeah.
No.
You know that meme?
I know, but it's not. It's
Who's Drake? Oh, Drake.
Yeah. I can't. No. How could you forget? No. It's gonna be the same picks and bans for now until we get the second phase. So we can still mess around a little bit.
It's like
How'd you think it was Kanye West?
Your team
I'm not
is
into
picking.
hip culture. You know the songs I listened to are like all 10 years ago? It's like Country Road,
Your team
Oh
is banned.
boy.
Take Me Home.
Okay.
Or the other ones like, don't stop to cry and
team
it
is
will
banned.
be alright.
Okay, that's a good song. There's a difference. There's a clear difference. Even though they are 10-year-old.
Your
Good,
team
that's a
is
good song.
picking.
That's
Go
a good
back,
song.
let's go.
All right, here it is. Hopefully there is no bug. Please, no bug. Please, no bug. And hopefully Zoebits gets the lock-in. What? Actually, now that I think about it, it's even more interesting. Out of all people, Zoebits is the one that's playing Franco. Out of all of them.
Nah, it was Airflow that was the one
Your
that
team
actually
is
was at the
picking.
4th position.
Oh yeah, they changed position. My bad there. But it looks like they're locked in the Leomord. They're going to stick to their guns. PSG RQ going to be locking in the Thamus as well as the Mitsutar.
So Mizutar and the Grot will be the tanks. Leomord will be there as the, you know, the off
Your
laner
team
trying to
is
just
picking.
control that Leomord lane.
Interesting how Mitsutar has popped up quite a few times for RQ as well. And it's kind of awkward because sometimes he does interchange between the roles. And his previous build was full damage. Does this mean that he's going to take a more tanky outlook? Or?
We'll have to see, but just to remind everyone, this is basically the same pick, so fair play to both teams. Very good sportsmanship. The only thing that was changed was the Franco, which was expected. Right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You don't want to play Franco in that comp. That would have been bad.
A little suboptimal.
Little suboptimal. But looking at this composition, let's compare both sides here. Saints Reborn, I like their comp. Their double tanks is, again, it's good on paper, but we saw when they were playing in their previous matchup in the upper bracket, it didn't really come up to fruition. Hopefully, maybe they've gotten off the rust, they've settled everything, they've talked about it, and they are willing to play up to its optimal level. They have a very good chance of taking this away.
I just want to remind you, right? PSG RQ, the second game against Capcorn, they played really well early game.
Yeah.
They closed. I think they finished all 3 inhibitors as well.
Yes, they did.
They just couldn't end the game. But let's go to the game and let's see how this works out. The lower bracket, the elimination match. Who is going to go home? Will it be PSG RQ or Saints Reborn? Well, technically, they're all home already. So
Yeah.
everyone's going to go home.
I mean, these guys... No.
Bam.
No. But honestly, these guys, I feel like they kind of need momentum to get them going at this point of time. They really, really need something in the early game to really set the pace. Unless, I mean, it's a little bit more expected for PSG RQ only because they have the experience. But if Saints Reborn get a good early game, I think that momentum might just carry them all the way to the end.
Yep, indeed. But for now, I think they just need to have a strong early game to withstand the Saints Reborn early game, right?
Yeah.
I think they just don't need to fall too far behind.
Oh boy, it's kind of on Saints Reborn at this point. I mean, you have Grok, he can play the aggressively, as you can see on the top side, but honestly, it looks like a very standard game.
Oh.
Ooh, top man getting a bit of damage in, but not enough.
Yeah, at least they got the crap. Most important thing. And the top one went over to PSG RQ. I am Jago, so they actually got that up.
Looks like it's very standard from both sides. They are mirroring each other extremely well. I think they're also going to invade, if I'm correct. Yeah, they are invading, but they are responding to it from the side of Saints Reborn. They don't want them to let them take this away for free. Ooh,
They get it. Yep, they
still
got
do.
it away. Grok was the one. Liam doing a really good job taking out away Lemon as well. Good job.
Yep, so basically they're still even at this point in time. They are pushing in Leomord in pretty hard. I don't think they can break the target so early into the game anyways, but the rotations are coming down. Oh, top man's in trouble!
Tuturu gets the call and gets first blood.
Yikes, that was a rough one. That was a rough one. The rotations come through, but top man isn't able to last.
PSGRRQ slowly starting their engine.
This feels weird. It's happening on both sides of the map. I mean, PSGRQ did some successful invades.
Oh, so
no.
He can go
He's
to
in
the
trouble.
umbrella. He will go to it. The Darkening is there one more time. Oh, wow, wait a
They're
second.
gonna trick kills.
That is sending a message if I've ever seen.
Okay, hold up. Are both of these teams just basically mirroring each other? I mean, so far the only advantage PSG RQ have gotten is just that turtle. Besides that, they've been trading kills on both sides of the map.
No, PSGRQ got a kill top and bottom.
Oh, yes, that is true. That is true.
Yeah. So it's been a long day. It's been a long day.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so far, based on what we've seen, I mean, both sides are doing the exact same sort of movements here and there, but it looks like PSG is getting a little bit more. Slight advantage, but not enough to really breakthrough yet. Wow, half health all that time. Wow, they're
Yeah,
not joking around.
Tuturu is just forcing it now. I think he's just gonna back off, take the buff, and come back and do the same. Lemon gonna cut the wave as much as he can. He wants to create pressure for his team.
Yeah, he knows that his side of the jungle is basically gone. He has no control over it or whatsoever.
They might want to go bottom lane here. They know the crab is available, but they're just going to clear the creep first. They do not want to lose any experience, but you can see PSG RRQ walking up to the top side. They're playing.
Oh, they know.
Hook, line, and sinker. Airflow. There goes the charge, and there goes the ultimate. The flicker not going to be enough. I Am Jago going to pick up that freebie over there, and now they're going to cut the wave. They are going to look for the dive.
Yeah, they're going to... I mean, they don't have to look for the dive. They know Akai is ready to push them out anytime, so it's not going to be optimal, so they're just going to immediately rotate down to mid, put some damage into that mid turret as much as they can, and use Thamus as a way to be like, hey, a living ward, you see me?
Oh,
don't
no.
come close.
But Tuturu and James playing a really good team. Double tag Zoe bit.
Oh,
He's going to
no.
get caught on I Am Jago. He tried to play ring around the Rosie, but the only thing he gets is Tuturu in the face.
Yeah, so far Tuturu is just destroying this ball lane right now, with the help of Minzitar as well, being the support. He is just making Leomord's top man's life just a living hell. He is struggling and needs the support.
And this is the PSG RQ that we expected them to see, right? Dominant, strong, consistent. They're showing up hard.
Yeah, I think PSG really are.
Resurrecting soon.
The continuous siege here is starting to become a problem. I think Saints Reborn have to play around this bottom side more than top.
Oh, look at that. They're just constant pressuring. They are feeling that they're throwing it everything. They are not giving up any mercy.
Yeah, I think they're playing really well around I Am Jago. I Am Jago takes the longest way around, forced them into him, pushing, slowly just cradling him into their deaths.
Destroy the turret.
And Lemon is just having his free farm. That's you, basically, right?
Yeah,
and
basically.
I Am Jago, they're just picking up so many freebies. RRQ, you know, PSG RQ in full stride now.
Let's double check the items real quick, just to have a better idea of how these teams are playing out. Minzitar, yep, he is going to go for a tank sort of build. Blade of Despair so early into the game, 5 minutes. Oh man.
They're just taking all the jungles. They can't do anything. They already have completed and built last X, like you said, Athena Shield as well. But Blade of Despair is the main key one, and he's gonna hit like a truck, chop together with Lemon. Petrify is that Divine Judgment as well. This could be a kill onto Lemon. No, he even survives as well. The healing from his ultimate not going to be enough. But look at the bottom side of the map. They're not even losing this 5v3. They won the fight. They take the inhibitor. PSG RQ are not joking around.
Yeah, I mean, PSG RRQ, they look, surprisingly, they look super comfortable here. This feels like they're in there.
Oh
no.
Lands the stun as well. No way they're getting out. The King's Calling comes true. And James just put the full combo onto him.
This is looking super rough for Saints Reborn.
One more time,
no.
top man. I think they understand they can't play that aggressive.
Yeah, they're in full control of the game. Thanos is just cleaning up the jungle wherever he can, but now he needs to put pressure on top side. Tier 2 goes down in the mid. This is looking so bad for Saints Reborn.
No, they need a saving grace. Who will it be? Will it come true? You can see the ultimate Tuturu just constantly poking them out.
Wow, oh, man. This is actually really brutal. Off of the slightest mistakes. The slightest mistakes, even though Saints Reborn were doing the exact same movements as PSG, just weren't able to get the same sort of profits that PSG RRQ got in the first 3 minutes of the game.
This could be it. Nope, it's not enough. He's not tacky, but they do get James. No, the flicker as well. T-Bag trying to do something, but look at the bait. James, that's insane. But 2 members go down, but here comes I Am Jago. Is this the way to end the game? I Am Jago, he wants to go for the brilliance. Is that the emblem? Not enough. Wait a second. Top man gets another one, and I Am Jago, he does have the darkening. He's trying to spam those cells. The machine gun mage comes online, and they get another one.
Oh boy. Oh boy. For a moment there, I really did think that Saints Reborn would have cleaned up the rest of that fight, but the moment PSG RRQ, the moment I Am Jago just gets his ultimate, he is just completely destroying people with the concentrated energy and the lightning trunge, and he is just uncontestable at this point in time.
Yes, that is true. He has just so much utility, so much regeneration as well, so he needs to keep tabs on this Lunox.
this is not looking good for Saints Reborn. At this point in time, even if I would like to say like, hey, they just gotta hang on, they can scale into the game, it's not looking too good for them as of right now. They are literally 12k behind at 7 minutes into the game.
Oh, look at Liam. He's just being the truck and the front line that his team is. He walked into 5 members and didn't give a damn about it. Great play.
And he's chunking people out. He just, Kachap just does not care. He is willing to chunk them out. He's just walking right up. He doesn't care at all.
Doesn't really care. And here comes the Courage Bow. That should be thrown. Oh, they do not have minions anymore. So you need to back off. Wait, Liam, you need to be careful, my friend. Oh, no. Divine Judgment already wasted. Oh,
I think at that point you don't have any fear. The only thing you really need to worry about is
the Hurricane Dance.
Hurricane Dance.
James tried to use the hook, but they're not going to land onto anyone. Momentum gets charged up, but PSG Rrq hitting on all cylinders. They go onto Airflow. King's Glory not going to land onto anyone, but a hook is going to land onto Airflow. He survives. He needs to use the flicker, and Huba jumps in with the 1000-pounder, but there's no follow-up to get him to petrify, and now they are going to this top side. Good job, land onto Huba. That's not the one that you want. He goes down. He's so low, and he'll finally get burned out here. Get in. I think this is the final push.
Yo, what the heck?
Oh, Zoe Bid doing what he can, but he do it, clearing out the minions teabag. Though he's throwing back to the base into the fountain because he cannot withstand the pressure of PSG Rrq. And the Indonesian team fully comes online, and as kings of kings, they reclaim their throne and walk into tomorrow. That was a much more straightforward game.
Oh. Wow, that was a game.
That's the PSG Rrq that we all expected, right?
I mean, they just profited twice off of two like very small plays and took that advantage all the way through.
Oh, let's look at the end game stats really quickly. But this is how PSG Rrq just plays, right? They have momentum. They understand the rotations really well. Liam really well played. James as well on that Mincetar. You doubted it? Oh, he showed you why this Mincetar is worth picking.
Yeah, I was absolutely wrong. They were just crushing it this game. My goodness. The constant picks, the constant play around I Am Jago as well. And Tuturu had a very straightforward job. He knew he just had to siege while I Am Jago is just dominating the rest of the top side of the map. It's just nuts what this team was able to accomplish off of just 2 very small interactions in the early stages of the game.
That's why they are a top-tier team. Can see as smooth as possible. The flow, the grow was very straightforward. Congratulations, PSG Rrq. We are moving on to day 2, and thank you so much to Saints Reborn.
Yeah,
it has been a long journey. Sorry, it's been a long journey, but it does end here.
Yeah, hopefully, especially for Saints Reborn, they take this experience and they just keep growing from here, because they just not a lot of teams can say that they stood up against such big teams.
Yeah, that's true. They are going on. Just to remind everyone, the brackets that are highlighted in white are going to be played today. So all the games are the ones that are not highlighted are all tomorrow. So tomorrow we have another 6 series for you. 5 series, sorry.
5 series. But man, it's going to be intense. There's going to be so many. Gosh, man. Honestly, the level of competition that I was expecting out of this was nothing compared to what was being shown today already.
Yeah, it's 6
series.
Math is hard. Counting is hard.
Counting is hard.
But now, going on to the next game. I don't think we're going on a break. We're going straight away. It's going to be Team Fallen against RRQ.
Team Fallen versus
RSG. Sorry about that.
The R's are difficult.
You know what's the biggest troll? Like a team just named themselves R.
Oh no, please don't. I feel like you've just incentivized just like 50 people being like, got it. Team name ideas.
But yes, RSG against Team Fallen. Another elimination match. Who will join Saints Reborn in the 7th to 8th place?
Ooh, this is gonna be I mean, so far I would have to say Resurgence. They had an extremely crazy close game.
Great game.
Yeah, against Evos here. So I mean, I'm not too sure how Team Fallen is gonna handle Resurgence this time out. I don't know whether or not Team Resurgence might drop the ball, and hopefully Team Fallen might actually have a chance here, because on paper you would just expect Resurgence to take this all the way.
Yeah, but it's a best of 1, and anything can happen.
Absolutely.
However, you can see just like BSG RRQ. You know, sometimes quality is just always there.
Yeah, I mean, they play really consistently so far, and they are just crushing it. However, will Resurgence do the same this time? I mean, best of ones. Again, what I hate about best of ones is even if you accidentally like, oh man, I'm confident. I run it down once, and just a huge momentum swing afterwards. That's just feels bad.
That's true indeed. But yeah, I think both teams are just setting up our last, and again, all Singaporean affair. Who's gonna go home? What do you think? Watching the games earlier on today, I can't help but admit RSG looks to be in a better spot compared to Team Fallen.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, definitely you can see the experience from RSG every single time. They are really consistent for most of their games, so it's hard to deny that on paper RSG should take this game away. Yep. However, we don't know whether Team Fallen, under the pressure, under the clutch, will they be able to perform?
And they played pretty well against Bigetron. Managing to always, they didn't get a lead themselves, but always able to turtle it out for a later stage and always give themselves a chance.
Yeah, I have to agree. Oh, hopefully these teams have got into the draft sooner or later because the people want it. We want it too.
Yeah, exactly. But we do have a little bit of time. We want to thank everyone for watching. It's a nice Saturday. And guess what? It's our last Saturday here. Oh, boy. That's sad.
Yeah, that is sad. Considering how long this tournament has been going on for. Man.
It's crazy. But it's championship week. And here at the Straits Championship playoffs are in full motion, in full engine.
Full effect.
That's the one.
Full
engine. What is that?
Full turbine. Any engine at this point. Full wind turbine.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's look at the standings really quickly and see the updates. And straight away you can see Sunday place. Saints Reborn is your 7th and 8th place team who will join them in that bottom half.
Oh, man. I mean, once the 7th and 8th places have been pushed out of the way, can you imagine what games are going to be going on from there on out? It's literally just going to be top teams smashing against each other every single time.
It's just going to be a coin toss.
It's going to be a coin toss. You don't know who's going to win.
2-1s.
2-1s.
Oh, I can see my future.
Oh, boy.
I love 2-1s.
Yes.
I saw 14,580,000 possibilities, and there's only one that ends in all 2 zeros. Are you excited about Endgame?
Yeah, I am pretty excited about Endgame. That's it. Yep, that's it. I'm not gonna go further because I feel like it's a rabbit hole. The moment you start talking about it, right, it's just a deep spiral.
Well, so what do you think about about?
No,
we have some times, right? What do you think about Infinity War? Why didn't there were so many times they could have killed Thanos. They could have. Spoiler: Thanos wins. Is it really a spoiler if it's 1 year later?
I mean, to be fair, it's pretty set in stone because of the comics as well. But
All right. That being said, you know what? Why not we take a Thanos snap ourselves and go on a break? Are you ready? All right. 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back, everybody, to the playoffs of the Straits Championships, brought to you by Global ROGS as well as Moontoon's E Project. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is Resurgence versus Team Fallen.
Yep. And now, elimination match once again. Who's going to come on top? Straight away, let's go to the draft. Now, what do you think? We just wanted to go straight into it. RSG has Aeon, Aoi, Lun, Swan, and Ken on the side of Team Fallen. Big Bad Bear, Qian, Kirato, Susu, as well as Hong.
Let's see how this is going to play out overall. How are you going to be the first ban here? And now remember, this is a best of one. So everything in this draft, if they draft wrongly, it could hurt them if they drop this game.
Like, you know, like if you watch football, it's like Champions League. Whoever is the best of the best.
And then the different play styles that come together. But
yeah, we didn't plan it. We didn't plan it. It was all because of the group stage seeding.
Yeah,
but it's a good storyline.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, looks like Kimmy is.
I mean, they will be stupid not to take it, right?
Yeah, it's just you just have to. But is Team Fallen going to pick up Lunox for themselves this time around?
They should. Cho and Lunox. Wow.
Why is there a priority on Hellcrit though?
I mean, maybe it's like one of the heroes that Chen can play.
True, I guess. But then, okay. I mean, they don't decide to pick up Lunox for themselves. Does Resurgence want to, you know, be a little bit more aggressive here? We saw RRQ do it. They easily started walking through. Do they want to follow the same path? No, they lock in the double tanks here once more. Team Fallen given another chance to pick up Lunox for themselves, or they can lock in their tank.
Let's see, going through. They need to lock in a tank.
They're going to be really sharp for options here.
Or do they want to take Lunox here?
I feel like either or they're going to be losing out regardless. I mean, Magus, even if you don't get your option of Lunox, you still have so many more to choose from. But
I think you pick Lolita. Yeah, you have to pick Lolita. Oh, they go for the carry.
Yep. Doesn't look like they're going to pick up Lunox at all.
Okay.
But that's I think it's pretty straight cut for Resurgence to get rid of another tank. Easily. I think
your team is banning.
It's fair because they don't want a mage as well, right? So.
True. Okay. But I mean, Gushin is still on the table as well, so I'm not too sure why though. I think other than they might have some inside information about the hero pool that that Team Fallen can actually play. Maybe they aren't capable of playing certain heroes. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Second part of the ban phase here. Team Fallen looking out for that third ban.
They want to ban Marksman's.
Aldous.
Aldous is good as well.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Marksman's, Aldous. Oh, Chen is actually the #1 Harley in Singapore.
Oh, really? Huh.
Whoa.
So they did have inside information. Okay, so it wasn't as random as we thought it would be. Looks like Lunox finally locked in there for Team Fallen. I think they were really gunning out for Harley there, I suppose.
Makes sense and true.
They wouldn't, would they? I mean, this is a best of one. They drop this game, it's done. Well, we're about to see. Is this going to be the first? Is this going to be the first one? It was locked in before, but we don't know whether that was kind of a.
That was because LY4 knew that. That makes more sense.
Way more sense.
Yep, I like the higher. I think I'm just going off of whim here, but RG is screaming a lot of Indonesian teams.
Yeah, because you can definitely tell the way that they're drafting is a lot different compared to what we usually see amongst the Singaporeans as well.
Yep.
So I think definitely this is going to be pretty interesting. I don't think they will have, unless they're able to get, they just need a little bit of a lead of Hayabusa. Just a little bit of a lead so he can actually take care of any of the side lanes. Because he should have a pretty decent matchup against the Hellcrit if he is paired up against him in one of the side lanes.
Should be a Minotaur. Belleric works as well. Looks like they just want to counter the Alice Blood Oat ultimate.
Yeah, and also Minotaur was picked up by Resurgence, so they didn't have that option either. But at the very least, they've got quite a few options on this app. I think Resurgence has got a really solid comp here. However, even though they do have a really solid comp, I'm kind of questioning whether or not Alice was necessary. I don't feel like it was entirely, but I feel like it can still work out.
We'll have to see, because I'm still having doubts on the Alice, because I like everything else except for Alice. It's always like this, right? So for all the games I've casted of RG in this tournament, it's always like, oh, I drop except for
that one pick.
Except for one. It was Kadida, and then I forgot what's the second game that what they picked I didn't like, but this one, the Alice just didn't make a lot of sense. However, the rest of the team is quite solid. What about Team Fallen's lineup?
Team Fallen's lineup, I'm quite okay with it. It's a standard lineup for them. I do feel it's a little greedy, but let's go straight into the game, and we can talk a little bit more about that because
It's the skin!
it's the skin.
Don't you think the skin is nice?
I think it's like, alright. I'm okay with it. I'm not like, you know, head over heels for it, and that's what I'm waiting for in the skin. That's when I really, really want it bad. But looking over at both sides, looks like they are going to try and go for a punish. Yeah, they're just going to use Hayabusa. Once they give him a bit of a lead, he can pop up pretty.
Oh, Flicker forced out. They're really afraid of Kirato.
Huh. Okay, but then they lose a little bit of EXP down on mid side. Okay, so I think they're willing to sacrifice a little bit of time out of Kirato's schedule to push ahead, and protect their jungle as well as protecting the lane. Especially since Carrie is apparently by herself, which is rather interesting.
Yeah, you're just trying to get as much of the leash. Her job is to just stay alive, right? Get Hellcrit into a good position so he can carry the Make Aeon, trying to steal away the Beetle. Blowing Bloods there.
No.
And Deadly Poison Sting is just going to pick it up.
Can we quickly... Oh, wait, hold on. Let's look at the bottom side first.
On lane, Gosusu is there. You might want to go in. Oh, Lord, quick fingers. He's trying to play ring around the Rosie, and that looks pretty cool.
Okay, bye.
Away.
I'm out of here. Can we quickly pull up the items just to see? I want to see the battle spells. Looks like, interestingly enough, Carrie decides to go Flicker. Didn't decide to go for the Aegis, so I do feel this Aeon.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no, Aeon's in trouble.
Oh, huge pick off. You're forced to sprint straight away just to stay alive. And oh,
he still wants to catch the wave. Oh, boy.
Fair enough. But he's all fine. He's all dandy. Once he's level 4, he's going to be much easier to just stay alive.
To be honest, I'm more concerned of how this bottom lane is going to go, because eventually, once he's nearing level 4, Mindor doesn't need to stand by Lun anymore, and Lun can easily take out this carry single-handedly, given the right circumstances.
Well, Chen is quite tanky. Blender does get tagged. Do they want to jump on? Oh, wow! A great preempt there. They want to go for this. Big Bad Bear tried to go for the jump, but it's not there just yet.
Not there just yet. Oh, actually, on the bottom side, we do see Kirato having a bit of an engagement here. Not enough. I don't think they can isolate one person so that Lun can immediately get his ninjutsu stacks to eventually shadow kill him.
They have to be careful here. Yes, they have a lot of pressure. Albi does get tagged up by Kirato. Swat, yep, Chen's gonna go down. And I think that should be the turtle pickup as well.
Yeah. Ooh, turtle pickup as well. This is looking so good for Resurgence here. I don't think Hayabusa is contestable right now, but you can see. Oh,
Hellcrit. Ooh, he almost walked into Aeon there in that brush.
That was close. That was close. I mean, they gotta be super careful. Overall, I think the strategy is being played well. Resurgence are playing their advantages as much as they can. I feel like they are going a little unpunished here because they're putting so much focus in making sure that Lun doesn't get out of control.
Kira, yep. I think that Lun is getting focused quite a bit, but I know Big Bad Bear is not allowed to do anything to just get Snowball out of control as well. Meanwhile, oh no, Kirato!
I mean, he tried.
We all saw that, unfortunately.
We all saw that. But he really tried to get a better position there.
And this means RSG, they're going to get so much pressure in the bottom lane. They already have a 3,000 gold into the lane, and they're just going to keep on forcing the issue.
Kind of interesting. I mean, now that Resurgence have been... Oh, no.
Aeon there, he does have the blood. Oh, he does get kicked back into turret. I think he's dead 100%. Yep. Petrified as well, but off screen you can see Hong did get tagged out. RSG gonna have this priority in the lane.
Oh, they are chunking him out. Wow. They really are okay with this. They realized that the Hellcrit was able to... I didn't notice this earlier, but yeah, they were able to push this forward because they knew that Hellcrit was too low to actually come back into the lane and would have resulted in another death, so they kept on going.
Oh, I'll be fighting Chen. Oh, let's hope that's the only time I saved it.
Yep, that's really awkward. Now, Hayabusa back down on bot side. He is just going to keep pushing, and I don't think Carrie wants to stay there any longer when you don't have the help of your tier 1 turret at that point of time, considering that Lun can kill her at any point, given the right conditions.
But this time, RSG are playing with an Iron fist. They understand their strength. Oh, Albi needs to be careful.
Oh, no.
Aeon does get tagged out by Kirato. A little bit of a unfortunate event. Chen should go down and
What?
but
Oh,
okay,
okay.
here comes Albi in the flank. They do get it. Hong comes through as well. Needs to force the flicker out. Ken tries to get something out. Here comes the ultimate. Albi not going to finish off anyone but Kirato in the back line. While RSG is just overpowering them once there. They get Kirato. Albi super aggressive with the forward flicker. They're going to get this mid turret as well as the top one.
Am I just seeing RRQ play all over again? This is looking very reminiscent of the previous matchup here, because they are just taking everything that they want and not taking any retaliation whatsoever back. And they've created quite a significant gold lead for themselves. Looks like they've already pushed themselves 7K ahead.
Yep, and now you can see RSG. This is, but the thing is that they did this in game 1 as well, right? Against Evos. Can they end the game? That's the main question. Yeah, they're good at taking all 6 out of turrets, which they have done. Can they do it into the inhibitors?
I mean, you can see with Team Fallen's movement here. They are just struggling to keep up with the amount of rotations coming in from Team Resurgence, considering that Resurgence does have the superior wave clear, and they are just using it to proxy a lot of the waves, making it extremely difficult to really keep up with the momentum.
Oh, but Albi is super confident, and that's why because of the momentum.
I know it's a
super high. Oh, he's a tank there, but he didn't look like one when Albi was just hitting him non-stop.
Every time they walk up, they're just going to get a fistful of damage.
Asli loh ini loh, Elgatonnya ini.
Aeon also pushing the bomb side. RSG spreading keep on. They're gonna get him a 6 minutes to give Albi there.
Kapan Eko botak? Pantut kau itu botak.
Oh, but pushing that back. RSG.
Follow dong. Komian dulu guys. Nih nih.
A little bit too late. Whereas Ken with the out of the hurricane that forces Big Bad back out of the fountain. No chance whatsoever. And RSG forcing to fall out of the lane. Ken gets outed on, and there goes the snipe. He assassinates comes through Lund. Trying to stay alive. He will stay alive. He's gonna get that bottom inhibitor as well. RSG
Come on,
playing with full confidence.
Yeah, I mean, there was this RSG up to needed a lead just like this.
Trying to play. He's going into the face of Kirato and kick me, man.
Kawin for real, bapak kau.
Because he just couldn't handle the pressure.
Yeah.
Sorry guys ya, memang nicknameku itu agak tersentuh ya bagi wanita guys ya, memang
And
begitu
they've already
namanya.
created such a lead for themselves that
Kita
they're not even going to bother with it. They're just going to go straight for this inhibitor.
Nama yang
Ini
udah paling the best ya. Bentar ini mikrofonnya gedein biar meledak kuping kalian.
That's actually a silence onto Big Bad Bird. Down 9 falls comes through. They need to back out a little bit. Jikendo lands on the tree, but they're so low. Go Susu.
Pendapat tentang RRQ di kontra PSG, ya guys, sabar guys. Aku dari personalku sendiri memang kemarin ya Barcelona juga hubungin aku guys ya. Cuman ya sabar lah gitu loh. Aku butuhnya 5 guys, tim aku 5, tapi dia cuma mau aku gitu loh ya. Gimana lah kan kan? Nggak bisa bro, nggak bisa kita terima gitu aja men. Kita ini berlima ya. Walaupun Barcelona mantap ya, mau gimana lagi coba ya kan? No pindah ke Emperor, kok pindah aja sana.
Committing onto it.
Don't think they have.
Ih, bohong dari mana? Memang bohong. Iya, gini loh, apa namanya? Memang Barcelona itu udah ngehubungin gitu. Kata si Messi itu mau tukaran gitu, dia mau main Mobile Legends, aku main jadi pemain sepak bola. Ya, tapi kan gimana ya, aku care juga lah sama timku gitu guys ya, nggak seenak-enak jidatku juga.